Hello students, welcome back to KV Rai Academy online study channel. Myself Ramas Maurya, your mathematics teacher. Today I am going to tell you question number 12 from exercise 10C, which is related to the quadrilateral. So our question is, show that the quadrilateral formed by joining the midpoints of the pairs of adjacent sides of a rectangle is rhombus. We have to prove that when midpoints of rectangles are joined each other, they form rectangles. So let us solve this question. So first of all, we will make a rectangle. So let this is rectangle ABCD and its midpoints are these E, F, G, H. So when we join all these midpoints, it forms a quadrilateral EFGH. So we will have to prove that this EFGH is a rhombus. So let ABCD is a rectangle and E, F, G, H are midpoints of sides AB, BC, CD and BA respectively. Means E is the midpoint of AB, F is the midpoint of BC, G is the midpoint of CD and S is the midpoint of AD or DB. Now we will have to join the diagonals of rectangle. So this one diagonal BD and this one is diagonal AC. So join AC and BD. Now we can see here triangles. So in triangle ABD, you can see a triangle ABD by midpoint theorem. Which we have already discussed, that in a triangle, the line joining the midpoints of two sides will be parallel to the third side and it will be half of the third side. So, by midpoint theorem, EH parallel to DB and EH is equal to 1 by 2D. Or 1 by 2 BD DB. Again, in triangle BCD, by same midpoint theorem, FG parallel to BD and FG is equal to 1 by 2 BD or DB. So let this one is equation number 1 and this one is 2. From both equation 1 and 2, we get that, as you can see, EH is parallel to BD or DB and FG is parallel to BD or DB. So these both EH and FG will be also parallel. So EH parallel to FG and EH is half of BD and FG is half of BD. So both EH and FG will be also equal. So EH is equal to FG and both will be equal to half of the BD. Let this is equation number 3rd. Now we will consider in triangle ACD and triangle ACB. So in triangle ACD, by midpoint theorem, GH will be parallel to AC and GH will be half of AC. So GH parallel to AC and GH is equal to 1 by 2 AC. And let this is equation 4. And in triangle ACB, EF parallel AC and EF is equal to 1 by 2 AC. So this is equation 5. So from 4 and 5, we get that GH parallel to EF and GH is equal to EF and which will be equal to 1 by 2 AC. Let this is equation number 6. So as we can see that in EFGH opposite sides are equal and parallel. So this is parallelogram. In EFGH opposite sides are parallel. So EFGH is a parallelogram. Now, but we know that diagonals of rectangle are equal. So, but AC is equal to BD. So, in place of AC, we can put BD. So, from equation 6, GH is equal to EF and which is equal to 1 by 2 AC. So, in place of 1 by 2 AC, we will put BD, 1 by 2 BD. And you can see 1 by 2 BD is equal to the EH and FG. So, GH is equal to EF is equal to EH is equal to EFG. So, in EFGH, all sides are equal. And we have already proved that it is a parallelogram. So, if in a parallelogram all sides are equal, so it is rhombus. So EFGH is a rhombus. So we have proved this one, that the lines joining the midpoints of the adjacent sides of rectangle form a rhombus. So this way you can attempt other questions of your book. For today that's all. Thank you.